See, I told you I'd make another one of these videos. Anyway, hello! It's now been even longer since the Mario movie trailer, which means that it's definitely still fine to make videos talking about it. 100%. As I said in the last video, there had been talks before and after the actual trailer segment of the Direct, where they said a couple things, so here I am today to talk about said things. There's also some other information posted later on various other social media, so I'll be talking about that, but more so towards the end of the video. Alright, let's get straight into this. The Direct begins with good old Miyamoto man. Mostly just reading stuff we've already heard before, or stuff we can assume during the excruciatingly long wait for the trailer. Looking around Chris's room, we don't really see too much of note, though I'm kind of thankful for that, as honestly I do not need another purple and yellow chair situation.
Our crew is filled with Mario fanatics.
I do hope to Christ this is true. One benefit, and probably the only benefit of being on Twitter, is that I've seen a couple people's accounts who have actually worked on the Mario movie in some way, and no, yeah, they're proper fans, alright. My biggest hope for this movie is that we get some bloody Mario RPG references. Preferably Mario and Luigi, of course. You know, just the mention of Bean Bean Kingdom or Rogue Port or even Booster would be absolutely fantastic. But let's be honest, that probably ain't gonna happen. Although, we have already seen that the crew isn't afraid to make references to games outside the first four in the form of these pins on Toad, and the crazy caps were from this poster. Oh yeah, by the way, the poster without any of the characters on it was leaked, and we can see that Mario was standing right in front of what is a Crazy Cap store, so that's cool.
Next week, we complete animation.
As you should be aware if you've been following this movie for a while or just watching my YouTube channel, the film was delayed, going from this December release to a date in April 7th I believe. So the animation only being finished for 1 week, as of writing this, it's probably even later now, makes a lot of sense. Whether it was delayed due to simple time constraints or because they shifted a bunch of elements is still completely unknown, but it wouldn't be all too shocking if they were simply running out of time based off of how beautiful this film is. Though I've already talked about that enough in the last video, which you can watch right now. Though I'd prefer if you watch the Mario Odyssey reviews, that's a lot better of a video. Either way, just go watch more of my stuff, because it's funny.
Composer Brian Tyler heads to the scoring stage in just 11 days.
Composer Brian Tyler hit the stage 3 days ago, once again, as of writing this. Once again, this doesn't shock me of the whole delay thing. Now, Brian Tyler is best known for a comically large amount of movie credits. Seriously, this guy did stuff for a ridiculous number of franchises. Rambo, Scream, Avengers, he certainly has a talent. What you'll probably know him best for, however, is the Universal theme. You know, that one. He also did some music for Far Cry 3, that's something. I am very glad to hear that they've also brought good old Kojo Gojojobo, man. Who is he? You may be asking if you're a complete idiot. Well, he's the bloody dude who made Mario music what it is by literally making Mario music. He's been here since the original on the NES and has stuck around since, with his most recent composing role being for Super Mario Maker 2, and his most recent advisor/supervisor role being Sparks of Hope, which me writing this is yet to play. Now, me speaking this has played at this point, and I'm enjoying it. And you've also got me editing this. How's it going editing me? I don't care. Other than stuff like Hotel Mario and Mario Goes Missing, this guy's been in every Mario game to some extent. Every. Very glad to see that he is here. I mean, it'd make no sense for him not to be, but still. I very much hope he and Brian can use their skills to make something truly fitting of this epic gaming moment. Or maybe they'll completely mess up. I don't know, man.
He's been working hand in hand with Koji Kondo to integrate classic themes from the game into the film's score.
Integrate classic themes from the games into the film's score, eh? Exactly how classic are we talking here? Like, is the music mostly gonna reference, like, the first three, or are we gonna get more? I mean, we most definitely are gonna get more. For example, Peach's Castle is 100% gonna be there. But, like, are you gonna see stuffs from Galaxy, 3D World? God, anything from the RPGs? Probably not that last one, as it might be difficult getting Yoko Shimomura on board, but the other two I could definitely see. Like, as much as I love the first couple games' music, I absolutely adore the stuffs heard in later titles. I mean, like, sure, 1-1 is good, but have you heard of Ricco Harbor? Sure, Sunshine makes the original Super Mario Bros. Look like the pinnacle of platforming in comparison, but hey, the game sounds nice. I'd say Mario Kart would also be a decent enough possibility, you know, with how popular it is. I'm not sure exactly which or how they're going to integrate it in. See, here's the big thing, is that we don't know exactly how much you're going to lean on songs we already heard. It could be a lot, it could be, you know, a small little motif here and there, so we'll just have to wait and see and hear some of the actual things to come out, because so far, I mean, as of now, they've finished doing all of it, but, you know, so far, none of us normal people, none of us plebeians have actually heard any of the score, so we're just gonna have to wait till that time before we can really make any assessments on whether or not they're gonna be leaning very much into the already made side or more so into the brand new stuff side.
Miyamoto-san, it's been over 7 years since we first started talking about making this movie together.
7 years, man. Crazy stuff. The Switch has only been around for like 6, so suffice to say, Nintendo's feeling really ballsy in 2016. You know, starting this partnership, the Switch, that's about it. Well, actually, they kept making 3DS games, so I'd argue that's quite ballsy. So, with how well the Switch went, I'm not going to be all too shocked to see if this film does well too, which it's going to do well. Even if the film's bad, it's going to do ridiculously well.
Growing up, man, I spent hours of my life stomping.
Oh, Christ, not this bit. Okay, yes, it is very funny being able to see the gears in his brain work at max capacity here, trying to remember the name of Koopas. But good God, he did not deserve all the garbage he got for this. Oh, but they're not called Koopas, they're called Shell Creepers. Mate, I've played Mario games more times than I went to the bathroom, and even now I would just call them Koopas, because that is what they are. They're Koopas before they actually got that name. They look identical, well not identical, but they look incredibly similar to how they look in the first Super Mario Bros. But you don't stomp on them! In all fairness, he then goes on to say they played the original on the NES, so he very well could just be getting his wires crossed here and mixed up some terms. The guys played the original Mario, and he played the Super Mario Bros. That's better than nothing, end of story, stop giving him garbage. Even if he still seems incredibly unprepared to do these types of things, always.
Koopas!
One theory I've seen thrown about the web is that he was originally going to say Goombas here, which in all fairness is probably what I would have gone for too, as they're usually the first enemy encounter in any Mario game. However, we did not see a single Goomba throughout the entire initial trailer, despite how well known they are, so that kind of adds some credence to the theory. They also took a while to say laundromat, so honestly I think he was just out of it.
Laundromat.
Anyway, so yeah, Jack of the Black comes on, yippee, and then the trailer happens, which I've already discussed, so yeah, not doing that here.
We're excited to share even more footage in the coming months.
Excited to share more footage in the coming months. I am very glad to hear that. Despite my usual attitude towards trailers and stuff being, if I'm sold on the film, I don't look at them, I am going to be talking about every single one of these. Let's just hope the wait for the next bit of info isn't too long.
What do you think will happen during Mario's adventure in the Mushroom Kingdom?
He gets gonorrhea.
And
You'll spot things in all sorts of places? Yeah, we have already seen this somewhat with the aforementioned Toad Backpack and Crazy Cap store, so this doesn't surprise me. Again, I do hope there's something Mario and Luigi related. If there's this many Mario fanatics on board, someone's gotta slip in, like, I don't know, Isle Delfino and some map in the background, or a plushie of one of the Bean people, which would be weird. And that's it for info. Direct-wise, yeah, due to how bloody long it took me to make this, a small bit more info has cropped up on Twitter for me to discuss and stuff, so let's go do that. Firstly, the Penguin's voice actor, Carrie Payton. Hope to Christ I said that right. They are best known for playing character in The Walking Dead and voicing the cyborg dude in Teen Titans Go. That show has like 40 billion episodes, so yeah, they very much seem like a competent voice actor. And last bit of news for today, I said there was only a tiny amount, Koopvier, the voice actor for the Koopas. Eric Bauza Jr., B-A-U-Z-A, I definitely said that wrong, has confirmed that he will be voicing the Koopas and perhaps more characters. Best known for voicing Stimpy, the belly bag thing from Uncle to Grandfather, occasionally Marvin the Martian, and apparently Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck in the latest Looney Tunes cartoons, I definitely say they're well versed in voice acting, especially for kids media, so I absolutely have no worries about their abilities. And that's it. Wow, it was sure worth it splitting this up into 2 videos. Honestly, it probably was. The other one was already, what, 20 minutes long, so, you know, 30-minute long video. It's a bit much, especially when it's just somebody lazily talking about Mario stuff. So yep, that's the end of this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it or want to come back to it. Subscribe if you've watched a couple of these at this point, because you seem way too addicted already, so you might as well go full force. And leave a comment of what stuff you'd like to see in the film. You know, maybe additional bits of info you spotted that I've missed, or, I don't know, leaks or something, which, by the way, that reminds me, I'm going to be making one more video on this topic, till the next big batch of information. and that is going to be about leaks. I'm going to be comparing all of the old leaks from the good olden days to now, so we can see, oh yes, this one seems to follow along, this one was completely a lie, this one is a joke, that kind of thing. As well as going over a couple of new leaks that have cropped up. Though I will have to be careful, as Nintendo seems to be a lot more, copy strikey as of late. Like back when Princess Peach's design was leaked, there was a lot of accounts that ended up getting crap for it from Nintendo, so yeah. Maybe I'll not talk about more modern leaks, but I am 100% promising that I will talk about the old ones compared to now. So yeah, bye bye.